I love that. I love that, Cookie, because honestly, the vulnerability doesn't stop even in relationship. Like it actually is required even more. And
It's scarier too.
it's scarier, and it's, you realize, like for me, I've realized all the ways that I have put up the walls, because it was reinforced that it was okay, like it wasn't, yes, it was for my protection, but there also were moments where it was like good to basically not uh show too much emotion, you know what I mean, like especially just as an ambitious person who spent a lot of time focused on my career. Like in that space, you're rewarded for not showing the emotions. You're rewarded for
Mhm.
holding all that stuff in until, it obviously is going to erupt somewhere. But, it's what we do to be successful in one area doesn't really work in the next. And it does take a little bit of unlearning, to do that. And so the vulnerability piece, I think, is really good. And I'd also say that it seems like women are just collectively within our hearts, we're giving ourselves the opportunity to do things differently, because it's just like this freedom, this liberation, like people not necessarily feeling forced to do things the way that like certain institutions, be it church or certain structures, because they just weren't there. People basically are just kind of trusting themselves to just live how they want to live. And for me, honestly, I think that that's refreshing, because it seems like people aren't necessarily out here with no morals. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't seem like it's completely where folks are just, completely going off the edge and just doing whatever, but they are at least allowing themselves to experience things that may have been looked down upon, in previous seasons,
Mhm.
or, do things without the protocol and, looking for someone to actually tell them, what's the next thing. It just kind of, hey, I'm just going to go out and figure it out and try it and see if it works. And if it does, great. If not, that's cool too.
I
Mhm.
love it because that speaks to resilience.